It's been about 2 years since I've done an advent calendar review from LEGO, and I'm really excited to open up this Avengers advent calendar for 2023. It has 243 pieces, and you could follow me along each day in December or just watch it all now. I'll start at day 1 in order, and this does retail for $45 in the United States. As for day 1, it's our Iron Man. The armory of this set is the Mark 85 armor from last year's Iron Man armory. That does retail for what, $90, so it's cool to see that helmet piece, which is the unique part to that set, appear in this cheap of a set. The torso and legs were used quite a bit in the last couple years, whether it be in the Sanctuary set or the Endgame Final Battle. This is that newer helmet, which lifts up like this. Underneath you do have a traditional Tony Stark face print, which is nothing too special. These power blasts, of course, activate just by pushing the side right there. And at the back, you can see some more torso printing, as well as an alternate face for Tony Stark, which has the heads up display. Let me know, do you like the classic just to review style, which I'm going to use for this video because it's just easier with the advent calendar, or the voiceover one I've been using since March this year? Regardless, we have a little ship accessory. It took me a second here to figure out what vehicle this was going for, but I'm like, oh, it's a Christmas Quinjet. That's kind of cute. I'm just not really a fan of these mini scale builds that advent calendars tend to resort to, where they're not even the size of, say, a polybag build, but I guess micro scale might even be a better way to put it. However, at least it's a clever and relevant twist on an existing vehicle, and not just like a poorly done version of a vehicle that we've seen in a larger scale before. This isn't the worst in terms of micro builds, is my point. All right. Day 3, we got our Spider-Man with an exclusive torso. Again, the torso is exclusive, but the face print is the new one they use for MCU Spider-Man in the No Way Home Final Battle set, which I can't believe I still don't have yet. Now, of course, with these accessory holding pieces in clear and the 1x1 hold gold studs, it seems like that's going to be an attachment found in other days, which is kind of weird they didn't put, say, the spiderweb pieces in this day, but instead are using a separate day for it. But whatever. So it just kind of looks a little bit weird when he's just holding those, nothing's coming out. Regardless, there is some more great back torso printing for that sweater, which I like the little Spider-Man logo there. All right, day 4. Oh, there's the spiderweb pieces we were just talking about. So this is a variety of pearl gold spider web accessories that we first got back in 2021 with that weird vulture drone set. This is the same variety found in that set, so there's no different or unique parts here. You get about 2 of these smaller webs, 2 of these web slings, one of the handcuffs, as I call them, the web cuffs maybe, and then these 2 right here, which are 2 separate sizes but are a bit similar in design. And of course, there's many different ways and arrangements you can use these pieces, but I'm guessing these pieces will be used with builds later on in this calendar, but maybe I'm wrong. And with day 5, let's see what's inside. We got a little iron snowman. And I guess the part that makes it an iron snowman is the arc reactor in the middle. It's kind of cool to see pieces like the BB-8 body unprinted as that base at the bottom right there, as well as the Overwatch guns in white. Not that they're exclusive, but just nice to see. You have a regular classic LEGO top hat at the top. And at the back, here's how that snowman looks. All right, day 6, we have a little wrapping station. This used to be a pretty clever idea for advent calendars, a little wrapping station with the car door piece as some gift wrap, but it's been in other advent calendars since. However, I do appreciate a build that isn't micro scale and can actually be used outside of this Avengers setting. I'm guessing there's going to be more builds that connect to this in this advent calendar with the clip on one end and the bar on the other end. Not too much to really show at this wrapping station though. Day 7, let's see what's inside. Oh shoot, we got Christmas Black Widow. This is one that they kept hidden from the packaging, and it might be the only other exclusive figure in this advent calendar. I guess we'll have to really find out. The design of this with a torso print that's exclusive a Christmas sweater with the Black Widow logo in the middle, which I don't know, the Black Widow logo isn't like the most recognizable one, so I kind of wish we got a different character's Christmas sweater this time around. Regardless, I like the little snowman surrounding it. Other than that, the face print and hairpiece are rather common for Black Widow. Nothing too special there. Got some great back torso printing, which that might be even more useful if you just switch around the arms directions to make an Avengers Christmas sweater. And she also has an alternate face right here. All right, for day 8, let's see what's inside. We have a little reindeer, it seems like it might be. It's an iron reindeer, which is actually kind of a cute little micro build. The color scheme here has that gold and that dark red. Not too much else to show with this small build, except they also use the spider web pieces from a previous day to make little Christmas trees, which that's actually kind of some nice part usage if you ask me. I didn't expect that to be used that way. All right, day 9, let's see what's inside. We got a Captain America. So for this Captain America, it's kind of an interesting combination. We have the face that was first introduced with Solo, which has been used for Captain America here and there, but not this year in particular. And also was just recently used for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in this No Way Home Statue of Liberty set. The torso print is actually a pretty good selection for a torso print for Cap, where this only appeared in the more expensive Quinjet, which was what, like around $90 from earlier this year. They didn't go with the version that is from that cheaper $16 Cycle Chase set, or even the Captain America Shield set, so that's kind of cool because that torso print only appears in one other set. Other than that though, we do have the shield reappearing once again, and you can take a look at the back of the torso printing, and of course there's also an alternate face for Captain America. All the way up in the corner right here, we have day 10. I don't even know, it's just like it's a jetpack. So this one I gotta do handheld because it's kind of hard to stand up. But this is a jetpack using a very nice piece, which is this piece that attaches at the neck, and you have 4 studs at the back to attach some bricks to. That's a piece that has never appeared in the LEGO Marvel sets before and doesn't appear in too many sets, so I kind of like seeing that pop up. That's really nice as an inclusion. And you can see at the back how we have these bursts of flames at the bottom using the small torch piece. And you can see how that fits on Cap. You can make the first Avenger into the Rocketeer. That's a director joke. That looks kind of awesome on him. I really like this build, honestly. All right, day 11. A little fireplace. It's a fireplace with Thor's hammer up top. You can see how this also has a clip and a receiving pole at this side. Of course, we could connect that to the little wrapping station that came previously. And there you go, that looks kind of cute together. All right, day 12. And we have a little toolbox station. I guess more specifically, it's Tony Stark's box of scraps over here. You do have a gold crowbar as well, which isn't super common in that color. I do like how at the base it's adjustable so that you kind of spin it around if you want, since it's only attached with that 2x2 jumper. But yeah, nothing too impressive here. It doesn't really connect to the other ones, but it does remind you of the scenes from Iron Man 1. All right, day 13. Okoye. While this is a cool figure for the torso and head print, which are rather detailed, I do kind of wish they went with another figure originally introduced on the War on Water set from last fall, as this Okoye came in the War on Water set, as well as the Hulkbuster from January, as well as Avengers Endgame Battle from this summer. You could have went with like M'Baku, which would have been so much better, as he only appeared in the War on Water set, which I still have not gotten. Again, this is a very common character from Wakanda. There were a lot of other choices they could have went with. Still really detailed. I like the back head printing there and torso printing. But that is it for Okoye. All right, day 14. Oh, it looks like a buddy and a gift and some other things. So they use Okoye in this example, but you have a little street hockey setup. I like the use of this windshield piece for the goal. It's kind of clever. A small puck, which is just a 1x1 black tile. We also have the hockey stick piece, which is nice to see show up. That bunny as well, which is a rabbit plush, which was their first introduced in Series 20, but appeared in like the Sesame Street set, the most recent Winter Village set. Doesn't appear in too many other sets. I think there was like a Friends set as well it popped up in recently. Then we also have this small build at the end for a gift, which uses some very basic pieces with the 1x1 at the end of the plate, 1x1 with clip, and then 1x1 tile. All right, number 15. And day 15 gives us this little arc reactor station, it looks like. I'm not entirely sure. Now's your time to go, well, actually, what this exactly is in the comments, because I'm a little bit lost. Was it like an arc reactor station? It's definitely something specific, but it's not ringing a bell in my head. I'm sorry, Marvel hardcores. All right, day 16. No, I ripped the top there. Gosh darn it. Let me see if I can fix it. Nope, it's just gonna make it worse. All right, we got a little sleigh part, it looks like. Okay, it's not a sleigh. It's like Loki's festive throne. I doubt they're going to throw Loki in here. I do kind of like the build here with the colors used, that gold and the greens. Of course, you can see a minifigure just in the middle right there. I guess we'll have Black Widow sit there. Oh no, doesn't seem like she'll fit. You have to have a minifigure. I guess Spider-Man would fit? I don't even know. Let's see. There you go. They have to not have like a big hair piece or a helmet piece. So you can't even put Iron Man on there. But you could also put Okoye. Day 17. Oh, you have Doctor Strange cape. I guess you could be like, yeah, that's a separate character, but really? We're using a separate day for Doctor Strange's cape? This is the cool rubber one, which I like seeing, but it was in a cheap poly bag this year. It was also in a slightly cheaper Doctor Strange 2 set, which was like, what, $30? This is $45. So yeah, using a specific day for this does feel a little bit like a cop-out, and it's not like the most rare piece out there, but it is still pretty cool to get that rubber piece. All right, day 18. There's Doctor Strange. Like, you could have literally just included the cape as part of this day and then have an extra day for builds. Yeah, this is kind of a common reprint. Same Doctor Strange that appears in the poly bag, a magazine promo if you want to count that. The Gargantos Showdown for Multiverse of Madness, which again is cheaper than this set. The Sanctum Sanctorum from last year. And the Statue of Liberty set this year, which was inaccurate to that set. So pretty common Marvel hero. Even more common than Okoye in this set. The design of this does have that same torso and leg printing. This time he's shooting Christmas light portals, it looks like, with those 1x1 translucent green studs. Face print right there and some side printing on the hair. Here's a look at the figure without the cape at the back. And you could also see his alternate face right here. All right, day 19. And it's a little station with an apple and a lamp. So for this small workstation with an apple, my favorite part is to see this piece right here with the half cut 1x2 jumper that's round at the edges. That looks really neat, and that's a piece that is relatively new, so I like seeing that pop up here. But other than that, yeah, not too much in terms of the uniqueness of the build itself. We do have the clips and the bar at the end, which of course you could connect to the others, and here's how those all look together. For day 20, it seems like we got a little choo-choo train. And these are two separate parts of a train. They don't even connect, but there's some interesting part usage with the roller skate pieces. For the front locomotive, you can see how this has that cheese slope at the end right there. Then for this piece right here, you can see how they just use the round parts, front and back. But yeah, this is, I guess, referencing Captain America 1. And we have what could be Bucky or Cap at the top up there, represented by a dark blue micro figure or statuette figure. All right, day 21. And it's a small table for feast. Oh no, it's alcohol in a modern Lego setting. Well, that's just an empty bottle right there. We have a goblet. We have a turkey leg, which is on a 2x2 red circular jumper. Yeah, pretty basic build if you ask me. Alright, day 22. We have Wong. And this version of Wong is a pretty cool inclusion as it only appears in that direct-to-consumer Sanctum Sanctorum set. Specifically, the torso is exclusive to that set and this set. Face print was used in the Gargantos Showdown as well as the No Way Home set from 2021. This Tesseract right here, the Cosmic Cube, is actually another nice inclusion as it's only appeared in like that What If set, the Thor's Hammer buildable set, and then the Sanctum Sanctorum from last year. So that's really cool to see the Minecraft head unprinted there. It is a little bit weird that he doesn't have a hairpiece, and here's a look at the back of the torso. All right, day 23. I guess the base of a Christmas tree, really? If that's the base of a Christmas tree and the next one's a Christmas tree, that's extremely lame. I mean, there's already been some instances where they'll just give you a piece that's part of another build from another day. And not like, you say, one of the workstations that connect all together, but literally like an incomplete build. If you don't build this and the next day is a Christmas tree. This also looks like the Target logo if you remove the 1x1 blue stud. Extremely lame waste of a day if you ask me. Just make this part of the Christmas tree build, dang it. And for the final day, Christmas Eve, and then you could open up your presents on Christmas. Day 24 is, yep, a boring Christmas tree at that. I mean, look at this. This is such a bad Christmas tree. The most generous outlook I could give it is maybe they were trying to make this look a bit like Avengers Tower with those triangular sides, I guess. But it's so dang blocky. And without the stand, it looks even worse. I don't know, it needed some colorful ornaments or something. It doesn't even feel unique in its build. You could look at this and not even think that it's a Christmas tree in setup. This is so lame. Though when you add the train parts, it looks a little better. So here's how I ended up displaying everything from this advent calendar. But yeah, this advent calendar is very mid to below average. At $45, this feels like something that should be $30 with how things are stretched out. You'll have one day that's literally just Doctor Strange's cape, and then another day that's the base of a Christmas tree, and it's like, really, we're wasting a day on those small builds that make another build more complete. It's not the case where you could connect all of these station builds. No, that's just like, you could have included that in one day, and we could have had another build here, because it doesn't even feel like it's worth the price as is at $45. The best thing you'll get from here are some interesting, hard-to-find figures, whether it be the two exclusive figures with the Christmas sweaters. Even though they're not the most mind-blowing thing, it's cool to get more Christmas sweaters for the collection. I kind of wish they went with a different one than Black Widow, because her symbol isn't like the most recognizable thing out there. And then you got like reprints from, say, the Doctor Strange D2C set with Wong, or a reprint of that one Quinjet Captain America torso, which I do like the jetpack build there. So it isn't the worst in its minifigure selection, but there are some random ones that are kind of like, really, where you got Doctor Strange from the Polybag and multiple other sets this year, as well as Okoye from a couple other sets this year. They could have gone harder with the selections to make it more worth the price. Regardless, in some ways, I kind of wish this maybe had more micro builds, because one of the best builds here is the Christmas Quinjet. And that's a kind of cute micro build where it doesn't just feel like, okay, here's a sloppy interpretation of something that exists, but we're making it festively themed. And I'm like, okay, they could do more of that, but that's really the only micro build in this whole set, unless you count stuff like the train. Yeah, the Christmas tree really sucks this time around, and again, it's weak that they made the base a separate day than the actual Christmas tree itself. It just feels like something that should be $30 or less. With all things considered, I'd rate this one a generous 5 out of 10. It's really closer to a 4. Let me know what you think in the comments below if I'm too hard on this advent calendar. Subscribe here for more LEGO reviews. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.